Hey guys, welcome back. Today is day 10th and I am back with another interesting topic, which is I have done everything but my English is not improving. Right? We all have this thought at some point of time, and I generally face this question a lot. And this is more in professionals because they think that they have tried a lot, they have given the student life and they've tried learning English, but then when they're back in the company with a job, they are not able to speak and they don't know how to learn or how to improve. They're just stuck in a situation at an intermediate level where they don't know how to get out of it, and they feel like probably I am not going to learn this language or I will not be able to speak well, and I have to just probably make sure that I manage it with my broken English only. Okay, and many times people come with this also, that they have a kind of an accent, their native accent which they speak, and they have broken English and they're not improving after that. So in all my sessions I come up with this question and I try to solve it in a different way. Okay, so guys, welcome back to 30 days challenge. Today is day 10th and I am your communications coach and soft skill trainer by profession, and I'm here to help you out with all your communications problem and to help you out to speak English fluently and confidently. And today's topic is my English is not improving. Well, let's find out why. Well, so what I always present this concept of two P's. Okay, so one is psychology based and the other is performance based. So these are the two things or two quotient which is responsible why you're not improving your English. And guys, I'm going to discuss these two P's, like psychology based and performance based, in detail with the problem and the solution. So probably this video is going to be long, so I'm going to divide this video into two parts. Today I'm going to talk about psychology based and the solution, and probably in the next part I'm going to talk about the performance based and solution, like how you can improve on that, which will help you to improve your English. So let's get started. So talking about psychology based, see guys, one thing very clearly I would like to put in front of you is that language learning, any language, be it your native language or a Hindi language or an English language or a Spanish or a German or any language for that matter, it's all a process, right? You learn it in phases and you start with something, then you have to do something, and then it progresses likewise. If you start feeling that, if today I've started and probably at the end of the month I should speak English fluently, it's not going to happen like that, guys. It's not you'll learn overnight, you'll sleep with English, you've read the whole day, you have read everything in English, and then you sleep and you think that, the other day when you'll wake up, you will vomit all those English. Okay? Or you'll start speaking that English which you have, probably read the other day. No, it's not like that. It is a process. Okay? So probably today you will read something, tomorrow you will be able to understand it better, and then you'll pick up words and you'll start understanding the usage of those words, and then you'll start understanding the meaning of that words, and then you'll start understanding how you can make sentences out of it, and then you'll start making sentences out of it. Then you can start making paragraphs and stories. So likewise it progresses. Okay, that is why it is a process. It's not a 1 day or a 30-day task, right? And the more you give time, the more improvement there will be. Okay, so coming to the first one is attitude. Guys, attitude is very important. That is why I have put it into the category of psychology based. Your attitude is everything. If you have a positive attitude towards things, you will learn it very quickly. And if you have a negative attitude towards things, you will never learn it. Trust me on this. So if today I start thinking that my English is not improving, I have done everything. I have, practiced a lot, and whatever, techniques everybody tells me, I have watched all the videos, and, every single video I have watched, and have tried all the techniques, and I have practiced everything, and my English is not improving. So now I think I'm going to give up. Okay, if you become with this closed attitude, or if you have this closed attitude, nobody can help you. If somebody is advising you on this also, you will be so close that you will not take that advice also. Okay, and then you will be negative about it, about your situation. You will be negative about every single thing in the world, like what you have done. So nothing is helping me out, right? Everything is just for sake of saying, it doesn't work. If you start thinking like this, you are not going to improve, right? You will be stuck there and you will quit. So that is why you have to change the attitude. Now, if you start thinking that you have done everything in this world possible, okay, start taking it as like, probably something I might have missed. Okay, if somebody is advising you something, if coming up with something, you take their advice, you think about it. Don't say that, no, I have practiced everything, I don't need your advice now. Okay, be receptive. Change your mindset, open your mind, change your attitude. Okay, come up with a positive attitude and show some enthusiasm. Okay, I understand it's very difficult at times when we become negative about something, like, I have done a lot, I've given a lot of time and energy and efforts, but it's not coming out well. So we really feel, very down, and we feel exhausted and frustrated. I completely agree. But then we have to come out of that. Okay, no gain without pain, we all know. And this learning English process is the same. There is no gain without pain. If you don't practice well, if you don't keep on practicing, you will not gain anything. So you have to do this. You have to change your attitude and you have to start working on it. Okay, this is the first thing. Second one is high expectations. And what we think is like, if we start studying something, or if we start doing something, preparing for some exams, and we start thinking, oh, I'm going to crack this exam and I'm going to excel in that. Okay, and you're not focusing on how much you are putting in efforts and how much time you're giving and how much you are learning and what you are doing, but it's just that you are thinking in your mind that anyways, whatever it is, I am going to excel and I am going to top this exam. This is where the problem is. You might top the exam, that's not a problem, but it's just that your expectation should be in line. Okay, so don't expect too much and you have to be patient. Okay, so high expectations always lead to frustration. If you don't match up to that expectation, then you become frustrated. Okay, so as I said, English is a process. It will improve gradually, step by step. So you have to be patient and you don't have to have a high expectation. You think about it like, okay, yes, today I'll make some improvement, 10%, tomorrow it will be 20%, the next day it will be 30%, the next day maybe 50%. Okay, so it will increase gradually, not at once, exponentially. Okay, so your expectations should also not be exponentially high. It should be, you should increase your expectation also gradually. Okay, so, and it also depends on how much time you are giving, how much effort you are ready to put in, and how much practice you are doing. Okay, so that is why limit your expectations and you have to be patient. Do whatever possible you can, and then of course you will see the results. Okay, maybe it will be slow, but you will be able to see the results. Probably at this time you are thinking that my English is not improving, but if you look back and see like some days back or a week back or a month back, what was your level, you will see the improvement. You will see the improvement, and that should motivate you that, I have come from 0 to this level, or I have come from 0 to at least 10. on a scale of 100. I've come from 0 to 10 at least. So probably next month I'll double my efforts and I'll make sure that I will improve more. Okay, so this is how you have to come up with out of this situation. Okay, and this is how you have to put in your efforts and change your psychology accordingly. Third is, you're not paying attention. When you feel that your English is not improving or something is not improving or going as planned or according to your expectation, what you start doing is you stop paying attention to things. Okay, so if you're watching my video or anybody else's video, you don't pay attention to what I'm saying. Okay, you're just watching the video. This is not going to help. Or if you're just looking at the title, or what if I said like, paying attention, and you just listen to paying attention and then you skip this and then get to the next point, it's not going to work for you guys. It's not going to work for you. You have to understand what paying attention means, or what I mean to say about paying attention, and how it is related to psychology, and how it is related to our growth, or how we can improve our English. So you have to relate that. So everybody has a different mindset. So you have to pay attention to every single detail when you are listening to something. This will help you to improve. Probably, when you were practicing also, or when you were studying English, or, learning to speak English, you might have missed on small details, right? You might have not paid much attention to things. You have just assumed things and you were doing that. It might also be the case. You never know. Okay, so that is why whenever you are speaking or whenever you are practicing, pay attention to what you are doing and give your 100%. This will definitely show you the results. Trust me on this. The fourth one is, you have a lot of information. Okay, so you have watched a lot of videos. Probably you have joined some English classes also, or some online English programs also you have joined. And you have a lot of information. You know a lot about the subject. You know how to practice, what are the techniques, what are the tips, what are the tricks, what you should do, what should be your short-term goals and long-term goals, and what should be a study routine, and what study method you should follow. Everything you know. But you are not able to use that information to your benefit. You understanding what I'm trying to convey here? You have a lot of information, but you're not able to put those information to right use. For example, suppose you have a word, you know a word, or you collect 5 words every single day. Okay, so you have collected 5 words today and you have written it down. And then the next day you have collected another 5, third day you have collected another 5. Every single day you collect 5 different words, and you don't go back and revise it, or you don't go back and come up with a sentence, or come up with phrases or collocations, those things you don't do, you don't practice it. Will you be able to remember those words? No. So you have information, you know that you have to collect vocabulary, you are reading, you are collecting vocabulary, but you are not using it rightly. So this is why, you feel that your English is not improving, because you are not using that information in the right way. You're lacking in there. So whenever you listen to somebody, or whenever you have a technique or something a routine you want to follow the same routine every single day. Okay, and try to come up with the best routine you can come up with. The study routine or the study pattern, wherein you can give some time to reading, you can give some time to listening, you can give some time to practicing. Okay, so these are the 3 things. I will share my links also. I have come up with short-term and long-term goals, and how you should come up with a study plan also. I'll give it in the description box. So guys, please check it out. It's very handy. The 5th one is not doing enough research. Now, what does not doing enough research means? So whenever you come across a word, or you come across any sentence or come across any grammar rules or anything for that matter related to English which you are not able to understand, you just go and you don't wait for somebody to answer you, right? If you ask your friend or somebody else, or you feel like, if somebody can answer this question and let me know, why should I go back and search the dictionary or do Google? So instead, let me ask someone. Don't do this. Don't rely on people's answer. Make sure that you take effort to dig deeper into it. Okay, if you have a word, go into the dictionary. The dictionary is the best thing in the world. Everything is there in the dictionary. If you don't want to use a book dictionary or a paper dictionary, you can always use a online dictionary. Okay, so you can go there and you can just write the word and you can see what all forms it has, how the sentences can be constructed out of those forms, and what parts of speech it is, and so on and so forth. So if you dig deeper into it, you'll get a lot of knowledge and that will stick to you. You will remember that and you will be able to, it will be easier for you to use it in your own sentences later. Okay, so start doing this. Do some research about things. It's very easy, guys. You don't have to go anywhere. Just search on an online dictionary and just go for it. The words, sentences, phrases, collocations, anything and everything is available online. You can just write the word and then you will get n number of options wherein you can just click and see what it means and how it is used and what sentences there are. So take some effort, make some efforts to learn English. This will help you to improve your English. It will not make you stick to an intermediate level. Remember, you are the only person responsible for your improvement. Okay, nobody else's is. If you want to learn a language, if you want to speak English fluently and confidently, I can tell you many ways. I can tell you how you can practice, what you can do. Thousands of videos are there online, or probably millions of videos are there online where you can learn those, but it's only on your shoulders. It's just you who is responsible for your improvement or how you can improve your English. So you have to take that initiative and start working on it. See you. Bye-bye.